What is up, my dudes? How is everyone today? I am Damien. This is DamiensAdventure. And where am I at? Let's see, hold on one second. There we go. It's weird because the center screen for me to look at you is actually to the left of the center of my monitor. So if you ever see me looking off to the left or the right, this is the other monitor. This is you. This is also you, because that's where the phone is, where I see chat. And yeah, but hi, I'm Damien. This is DamiensAdventure, land of the scuff. Scuff, it's how I work. Alright, not for real. Let me see, one more thing I need to do right quick before I get us going. You see, today is going to be a huge day. I mean, a huge day. Like, big day. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Got us all calibrated out now for a little while, which is good, because we need to kind of haul ass here. So, let me explain what's going on today. Today, I'm going to be playing possibly the final part of the Clockwork City. I do not know for sure if we are going to complete it today. I'm going to put a big giant asterisk there because at 3:30 I got to call it and I got to bring us back at 4 for Left 4 Dead 2. You dig? So that's going to be a thing. So basically I have between 1 to 3:30 to play this. So I don't know if we're going to beat it. I'm going to preface that, but I do know that we're going to get close. So let's give it hell, eh?
Dagothor welcomes you, Nerevar, to DamiensAdventure.
Thank you, Lord. Freaking Dagoth. Let's do it. Be like, foreign fucking Dagoth! I love the memes. We're like, Nerevar the Argonian goes ham. Ooh, we got a Turpin. Alright. Oh, I love this, by the way. So you hear that bad flute play? Elegant lining. Allow me to explain what's going on here. This person was probably turned into a robot at some point, or they are a robot. When a self-sealed construct, somebody decided to teach it to play a flute. But the person who taught them how to play a flute probably didn't know how to play a flute themselves. Nice, we have 4 crown fortifying meals. That's over like 9 hours of shit. Alright, so usually I have this whole thing about preparation and everything else. Do you remember how I said, hey, prep before each major journey, spend all the time that you can getting your stuff ready to go because it'll come in handy later? Hey, here we go. Because I prepped yesterday, I don't have to prep as much today. Let's see. We need to take on a lot of shit. We need to find Rainer Vanos. We need to do this one and the other thing too. So we're going to go here. Right outside of town. Okay. Let's do it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Clockwork City. I really can't do it justice in thumbnails.
It's an elaborate route to your credit.
So in case you're wondering whether Clockwork City is in Tamriel, well, that's kind of up for debate, right? But a miniature version of it, which is kind of where we are, right? A miniature version which may act as sort of a representation of it on Nern, or maybe some kind of piece of it, so to speak, in essence, to chain itself to this existence. Who knows? All that metaphorical shiznat, right? You can find it in Jashan, they say, under a waterfall. Careful though. Messing with the secrets of the tribunal is not a good way to live a long time. Ask the tribunal.
Kirith doesn't appreciate my contributions to our partnership. She thinks I'd be lost without her. Well, I'll show her. My superior intellect easily outshines her bravado and daring do.
Does it now?
But what brings you out here, my friend?
I thought I'd give you a hand exploring Clockwork City.
That's a generous offer, but I find your sudden arrival somewhat convenient. Did my sister send you after me?
Yeah,
She really does think I'm as helpless as a newborn scrib without her, doesn't she?
kind of person just want to help an old friend. Besides, he wouldn't want to explore this place.
It's a fascinating place, isn't it? So much to see and learn. People in the Brass Fortress told me about a number of sites. We simply have to go and see them for ourselves. The possible discoveries, they boggle the mind. Shall we go explore?
Yeah, let's go explore the Clockwork City.
There are a number of locations I want to examine. I added them to your map. Lead on, and I will follow. Don't worry. I'll provide any assistance I can, but I have to admit I'm not much of a fighter. That's more Kirith's area of expertise.
How did you and Kirith wind up in the Clockwork City again?
Same way as you, I imagine. We were looking for the ruins of Barm's Amshend beneath Mournhold when we came across a tiny city inside a clockwork globe. Needless to say, I knew what it was the moment I saw it. The shrinking made me queasy, though.
Yep, that sounds about right. You know, Kirith thinks you let Narama walk all over you.
She also thinks I'm stubborn, antisocial, and a pain in the nether regions. I admit I acquiesced to Naramo's leadership. He has experience, wisdom, qualities that come naturally to someone of his age. To do less would have been disrespectful.
After you finish your explorations, how do you plan to get back to Morrowind?
Devaith Fear offered to teleport us out of here when we're ready, so that's one option.
That's good.
I plan to find our own way out, though, just in case. After I prove to Kirith that I'm capable of investigating a site on my own. With your help, of course.
I hear a lot of foreshadowing. Are we going to lose to Faith here? What were your impressions of Proctor Luciana?
Stern. Physically intimidating. To be honest, she scares the scrib jelly out of me. Did you know she was once an Imperial battle mage?
Oh?
During the Riemann dynasty, while fighting in some war, a spell went awry and threw her through time and space.
Is that how she got here?
Eventually, Sotha found her. She was severely injured, but he restored her using supplemental clockwork body parts. Soul gems power the parts, as with any other enchanted item. She's received so many replacements, she's functionally immortal.
Interesting. Shit! I fell off the thing. Oh man, we're going to actual places on the map. Okay. Let's ride out, chat. Also, at some point, I need to go to the stables. But we'll do that next time I go to town.
One of Sothasil's minor marvels. There! Did you hear it? The same tone that the central spire emits during the night cycle. Let me tell you what I discovered before we move on. Did you notice the perfect symmetry? The total roundness of the form?
It is quite nice.
And the way it reacted to simple, magical impulses? Incredible! If memory serves, the chimes sounded similar to the ones that ring in the Brass Fortress.
What do you think the sphere is for? What's its purpose?
Applying magic to the sphere provoked an oral response. Perhaps Sotha utilizes different frequencies of sound to perform his divine workings. On the other hand, Lord Set might just appreciate good music.
Oh, I know better than that. You're a dark elf. You should have, should you even be asking such questions about one of your gods?
Tribunal doctrine strictly defines the consequences of questioning the methods and mechanisms of our living gods. The apostles here in the Clockwork City emulate Sotha in their own ways. So any questions I ask seem tame by comparison.
True, true. Oh, I was hoping I could ding it with like my sword or something. Oh well. Next one will be to the south, yeah? And up the hill. And I'm gonna be a little bit, fast running today, so I will do my best to get to as much content as I can without skipping through stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, all that for a Taru.
That's close enough.
I hear a weird hum.
Don't want to disturb the, wildlife. Those machines must be pumps for moving the lubricant throughout the Clockwork City.
Hey, yo.
Fascinating. I have what I need. We're done here. I wonder how the lubricant winds up in the Veil. Every time I answer one question, 3 more appear to take its place.
What purpose does the Veil Tears serve, do you think?
I'm glad you asked. I surmise that a correlation exists between the lubricant and the dead organic matter inevitably created in the Clockwork City. It has to go somewhere. I speculate that those pumps distribute the grease throughout the complex.
Organic matter, even the trees are made of metal here.
Ah, but the fabricants consist of both flesh and machine, and so do the apostles. While the Dwemer were masters of mechanical construction, Lord Set took it a step further by adding living material to the mix. Kirith... No, never mind.
Alright. And we're off this way. Oh shit, it's a dead end. Okay. But there's a chest here. And I'm gonna steal that shit. Damn it. Got it. Alright, now let's haul ass in the other direction. Or actually, even better, let's do... let's just haul ass, it's not that far. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting really close now. Also, this place is really cool in a creepy way. Reminds me of a lot of places like Quake 2, Doom 3.
I saw this from a distance and was instantly intrigued.
There was like 3 of these on the other side of the map,
There's
my
no
dude.
rhyme or reason to its function. At least none that I can ascertain. Maybe one day I can return with an entire team. For now, let's move on.
There was literally 2 more of these on the other side of the map. Why did we have to come over here?
What a magnificent monolith! I wonder if the workings extend into the subterranean levels below us. Maybe that's where the true functioning takes place.
What purpose do you think the broken clock tower serves?
That's what I've been pondering since making my meticulous inspection of the site. It's a conundrum. Despite what that Slagtown trader told me, I don't see any method for determining what time it is. Kirith suggested, no, I can do this without her.
What did Kira suggest?
Kirith uses intuition and leaps of logic instead of sound deductive reasoning. But it works for her. More often than not, actually. She thinks the tower is part of a vast underground mechanism that makes the city function. I suppose that makes sense.
What do we do now?
We need to go back so I can tell Kirith. Damn. I can't believe I let a stupid argument cut my sister out of this. She should have been here. Not that I don't appreciate your help, mind you, but Kirith and we're a team.
Sounds like you're having some regrets.
It does, doesn't it? I'm not sure how to proceed. The complexities of social interaction are Kirith's speciality, not mine. She's my sister and we're a team. We work well together, but she did use some harsh, hurtful words. What do you think?
You should talk to her and let Kira know how you feel. Your siblings, after all.
You're right. I can be the bigger person and apologize. I am her older and smarter brother, after all. Let's return to the Brass Fortress. Perhaps you can talk to her first and see how Kirith is doing. She's probably lost and distraught without me.
Doubtful, but okay. Ooh, look at that. There's more stuff out here. Let's go see it, chat. A lot more stuff. Oh shit, I probably should not have done that. Oh, I thought that staff was a thing. I'm so screwed. My food wore off too. Oh, I guess I could have gone across this. Or down there. Boss battle. Go into the boss battle first. Damn, I don't even get to teleport. I got like hit up by like a random thing. I'm asking chat right now, if they, not chat, but the guild, the zone, stuff like that, see who wants to come out here for this world boss. Nice. Yeah, we're not soloing that. No, no. This would be very hard to do. So, we have to wait and see. One second, chat, which just asked what I wanted for lunch. All right. Yeah, they were like, yo, what do you want in your burger? I was like, all right, bet. All right. So, now that we've done that, my friends, we are still waiting. Let's see if anybody wants to do just a little about that. I'm gonna see if I can get anyone else to join, because I got one person coming. And, you know, it's a thing. Thought I had somebody here for a second. But it was just them walking around, and I guess. It's like, hurry up. One second here. Alright, they're coming. see here. There we are. All right. This shit escalated quickly. What the hell got me? Carrion swarm. Okay. I'm like clawing back my stamina. All right, we did it, chat. All right, and away we go. Oh, let's see. I'm reading up everyone's stuff. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Now we are off to finish this here. Or is it playing back to guild stuff? Belisar's 8 lavatory, but there's also a quest out here, right? See Sherazar?
Welcome, friend. Come, join our celebration on this glorious and special day.
Oh, this is gonna go bad, I feel. Why is today so special?
Today is the day that Lector Naril declares a new apprentice. I've improved my botanical knowledge and skills considerably since the selection day last year. I hope he sees how much I can help him in his work.
Apprentice? What is this place?
The Everwound Wellspring, a wondrous oasis in this mechanical desert.
Oh?
Sotha Seal created the place, but the Lector made plants grow in the metallic soil. Once every year, he distributes food and chooses an apprentice. You should come with me and see.
Alright, I'll go with you and see the Lector.
In the past, the wellspring was accessible to everyone. Lector Narl sealed the place and started the tradition of the annual harvest and apprentice selection.
Gearman's guardian, you have my respect.
It's a merchant. Nice.
Oh no, so many hopefuls. The gears just have to align in my favor. They have to.
Faithful of Sotha Seal, you may enter to collect this year's harvest in a moment, but first, I shall name my new apprentice. Sherazar, the Everwound Wellspring welcomes you as its new apprentice. The rest of you, come in and claim your portion of the harvest.
Thank the great gear. Let's go inside.
She's so happy. I feel like this is gonna go so bad, chat. What do you think? I mean, I could take bets at this point and be like, she's gonna get murked. God, I love the aesthetic of this place. Everything was built off this center piece.
Factotums will continue to gather the harvest and bring the containers here.
Audience
In the
hall.
meantime, use the lift and come see our oasis.
Audience hall. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't like where this is going. Ask for, wait, hold on. Damn, this place is big, chat. The hell have I stepped into?
I always share a few words of advice with the hopefuls that weren't selected before I take the new apprentice under my wing. The Everwound Wellspring provides excellent opportunities for the novice apostles.
Tell me about the Everwound Wellspring.
You must be one of the new arrivals I've heard so much about.
Aye.
Everything in the Clockwork City, the soil, the flora, the fauna, it's all composed of gears and pistons and metal. It's like that everywhere. Everywhere, that is, except here.
Why is this place different?
Because Sotha Seal set the wellspring in this metallic desert and blessed it with a reservoir of water. An exceedingly rare thing in the Clockwork City. He planned to create an oasis, but moved on to other projects before the task was done.
If the oasis wasn't finished, where does the harvest come from?
We had water and a pressing need. It didn't take me long to figure out how to make actual living plants grow in this artificial soil. Now, save your questions and let me show you some of the wonders of the Everwound Wellspring.
Alright, let's see your oasis.
Come, everyone. Follow me into the viewing garden.
This is either going to be really cool or going to be laughable.
My friends, the Wellspring enjoyed a bountiful harvest. Let me show you how we accomplish our miracles.
They grind up people and use them for food. No, I'm kidding.
Simulated sunlight allows our trees to produce fruit sweeter than the orchards of Vardenfell.
I think it's Daedric magic. I'm just kidding, but it does feel like it sometimes. This is unnaturally good.
These pipes carry an alchemical solution that nourishes our plants.
Chat. Chat. Chat, I have discovered something worse than the grapes in Final Fantasy XIV.
And pack them in special containers to keep them fresh before we distribute them to Clockwork City.
They're like boxes. Do you see? They're like
we take
rocks
from
with
the
a
most
leaf on
robust
top.
plants to produce stronger varieties. Someday, we'll be able to grow plants outside these walls. Every season, we share our bounty and select a new apprentice from among the novice apostles. By the way, where did my new apprentice wander off to?
Isn't it like, was it tessellation or whatever, where you create the grooves in the ground by making bumps and stuff? I think that's what it's called. I'm probably wrong, but yeah, that effect is what creates those grapes. It's a cool low poly way to do it, because it actually looks kind of nice from a distance, but if you get up close to it, you're like, oh my god.
My new apprentice, Sherazar. Where did she disappear to? Oh, she's off to a bad start. A very bad start.
You want me to go find her?
And have 2 novices wandering around the oasis unsupervised? Very well. Go find Sherazar and return to me with all due haste. Quickly now. The work of the wellspring can't wait for an idle apprentice.
A new apprentice every year. Why do you need so many?
My program provides an opportunity to work outside the Clockwork Basilica. Lets them try their hand at something different. Besides, keeping the wellspring going requires a lot of bodies. You'd be surprised at what's required to make my plants grow.
I see where this is going. How do you get the plants to grow in metallic soil?
That's a complicated subject, and one better left to the actual apprentices. Suffice it to say that the process involves water treated with alchemical nutrients and other solutions, as well as our simulated sunlight.
And how do you simulate sunlight?
That would require an even more complicated answer. Suffice it to say that we use lenses, crystals, and a unique power source to create life-giving light similar to Nern's sun. But without the apprentices, none of this would be possible.
I definitely see where this is going. Their name is Lector Nerl, and I do not like where this is going at all. Let's go do it. Fun little workshops and gardens. I could sit here and draft things like Walt Disney. But not Walt Disney, shit, what's the guy's name? Was it Jack Kirby or something like that? I forget the guy who was like known for doing a lot of the stuff with Marvel. I'm gonna avoid these guys. They give me the creeps. Alright, let's talk to the lady.
This was supposed to be a special day, but it turned out all wrong. There's something not right with this oasis.
Yeah, no shit, right? What makes you think there's something wrong, though?
Sometimes a gear slips or a cylinder throws a piston. This place reminds me of that. Specifically, I saw my old friend Shirhari down one of the corridors. When I tried to go talk to her, the factotums blocked my path. They drove me off.
Why would they do that?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's the reason I have a bad feeling all of a sudden. Why restrict where an apprentice can go? And why refuse to let me talk to Shirhari? It makes no sense.
Lector Narl sent me to find you, and maybe he can explain things.
No, I'd rather speak to Shirhari. I know her. I trust her. Lector Naril? He's still a stranger to me. Will you help me get past the factotum so I can talk to my old friend?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sherizar. Oh, this one purrs at the sight of you.
It's so good to see you too, Shirhari.
You shouldn't wander the wellspring unsupervised. It's dangerous. The factotums don't respond well to visitors they haven't been formulated to recognize. And the fabricants, they're just mean.
Sherazar's the Wellspring's new apprentice.
A new apprentice? Really? But what does Shirhari know of such things? This one works in the dark and grows fungi, molds, and mosses. The lector keeps me too busy for other concerns.
Sherazar thinks there might be some sort of problem here at the Oasis.
Shirhari doubts there's anything sinister going on. Sotha blessed the wellspring with water, and Lector Naril's alchemical solutions make it possible to grow plants. It's good to see Sherizar, though. We could use the help.
What about the apprentice selected last year?
Apprentice? Sherizar is the first new apprentice to enter the wellspring in years. The Lector stopped selecting apprentices after poor Gathal's accident. At least, that's how this one understands things. I suppose Idrono might know differently.
Who's Idrono?
Idrono works with Shihari. He attempts to grow non-fungal plant life in harsh conditions. Since you're going to speak to him, could you bring along some of my mushrooms? But not the poisonous ones. He hates those.
Alright, we'll gather some shrooms, and then take them to Idrono.
Idrono will be grateful for the fungi samples, even if he seems agitated. He gets that way during the harvest. Make sure to bring him safe ones, though. My notes can help you identify the various types we grow.
Alright. Can you formulate the factotum so that they don't attack us?
No. Only the Lector can do such things. But perhaps this one has the next best thing. My plaque of safe passage. As long as you carry it, the factotums should leave you alone. Take it. It won't stop fabricants, however, so be wary of those beasts.
Alright. Alright. Pointing, I'm eating a burger and fries right now. Just give them to me, I'm like, hell yeah. Will you be alright without your plaque?
Shirhari will be fine. There is much to do right here, and the factotums are formulated to recognize me. The plaque is a precaution, for the most part. This one will get another one before the next work cycle begins.
Alright. Collecting shrooms, you know? Bruh. I don't think these are safe. Fungal strain F. Oh shit. Shroom poisoned. Shroom aliens. Oh man, this sucks. Must have got a death cap. I'm also like stuck inside the thing. There we go.
Shirahari says there haven't been...
E. G strain. Hell yeah. Damn, well, let me search that chest. That sucks.
New apprentice, if you can hear my voice, step to the nearest speaking tube this instant. This is Lector Naril talking to you through this speaking tube. I assume that you and Sherazar have been exploring the wellspring. We've built something impressive here, don't you think?
Impressive, I suppose. But, you know, we're wondering, where are the other new apprentices?
Other apprentices?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean Sherazar's predecessors, the ones selected during the past few harvests. About them, well, they've been dealing with a very special experiment.
Oh?
Utterly secret, you understand?
Yep. Sherazar and I would like to see them if that's alright, you know?
Certainly. Just as soon as you report to me. I must complete Sherazar's orientation and training. Some parts of the wellspring can be extremely dangerous.
Oh?
I'll expect you back in the viewing garden before 3 gears click into place.
Those mushrooms look plump and delicious.
Sunless Garden Workshop. Let's do it. Also, I'm gonna take the last bite of my burger. Mm-hmm. Good shit.
A new apprentice? How curious. And are those samples of Shirahari's mushrooms?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. I've been anxious to taste the new harvest. Texture similar to guar hide. Flavor equivalent to wet moss.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I hoped for.
Speaking of apprentices, we were curious about the last few that were selected, you know?
Interesting question. As far as I know, no new apprentices have entered the wellspring since Garthel's accident. But I have a bigger concern. At least Shirahari can grow mushrooms. My plants refuse to live no matter what I do.
But the wellspring produced a bountiful harvest. Are you doing something different here?
Of course. Lector Narl tasked each of us with a different experiment. I'm attempting to grow plants without the benefit of the simulated sunlight. I haven't had any success so far, but someone has to tackle the difficult experiments, I suppose.
That's fair. Simulated sunlight?
Lector Narl developed it using techniques he still refuses to share. The simulated sunlight provides nourishing energy that makes most of the plants we grow thrive. Not my plants, mind you. Oh, no, that would ruin the experiment.
I see. Is there anyone else I can ask about this?
Oh, Towen's been with Lector Narl the longest. She might know something more. You'll need to cross my garden to reach her. Just watch out for the blasted fabricants. They keep eating my plants and clogging up the gears.
Alright, I'll watch for the fabricants on the way to talk to Ottoman.
I just don't understand why my plants won't grow while Shihari and Otoan have no trouble making things bloom. It's an absolute annoyance. And so are those fabricants. Feel free to smash them to bits on your way through the garden.
Tell me about Gothal's accident.
What's to tell? Gothal died. Happened in Lectinarul's private workshop. We're not allowed in there anymore. Now let me think. I need to figure out how to make my plants do something. Anything other than wither and die.
Let's see here. What they need to find is the perfect grow light. That's basically what's going on here. Best way is through.
New apprentice, if you can hear my voice, step to the nearest speaking tube this instant.
This is becoming more and more vexing. Why doesn't anyone in the Wellspring know about the last few apprentices that Lector Naril selected?
Right?
Well, let's go see Apprentice Otoan.
This is Lector Naril talking to you through this speaking tube. I had such high hopes for you, Sherazar. Why do you defy me?
We're gonna go talk to Apprentice Otoan.
I see. And does this have to do with the endeavors of the Wellspring? I suppose I can't fault you for your initiative and willingness to get right to work. I just wish you would have waited before you presented yourselves to my other apprentices.
Are we prohibited from talking to them?
Prohibited? That's a harsh word. No, we don't have any restrictions in the Wellspring. But Sherazar will have a better understanding of how things work here once she returns to me and completes her orientation and training.
No restrictions. Apprentice Adrono said no one was allowed in your private workshop.
Did he? My workshop isn't restricted. It's just private. You must see the necessity for a space of my own. No matter. Finish your task, and we can discuss this in more detail. I have impressive plans for you and my new apprentice.
I bet.
Interruptions are counterproductive. The 7th law of Gears teaches us that. Well, since you've already distracted me, you might as well tell me what you want.
Adrono said we should talk to you about...
Idrono? His experiment was doomed from the beginning. You can't grow plants without a source of nourishing light. My plants thrive thanks to the use of Lector Naril's simulated sunlight. But I wasn't informed we were getting new apprentices.
Don't you receive new apprentices at this time every year?
That was the practice until Gathal died. Then the Lector sealed his private workshop and gave us these experiments to conduct while he perfected his simulated sunlight. It makes our annual harvest possible. If there were other apprentices, I'd know.
Well, Lector Neril selected Sherazar, and Sherazar saw Mariko get selected last season.
I suppose Lector Naril could have more apprentices toiling in his private workshop. He keeps numerous secrets, so what's a few more? You can enter the workshop through the busted vent over there. Ignorance of his rules might grant you some leeway.
We'll take a look at Lector Neril's private workshop.
Lector Naril's private workshop is restricted, but I don't expect you to find anything. If he catches you snooping around, feign ignorance and beg forgiveness. What's the worst he could do? I suppose he could turn you into plant food.
How did the vent get busted?
An unfortunate factotum accident. Happens occasionally. Sometimes the poor contraptions just get overheated and explode. That's why I prefer to work at a significant distance from the machines. Say, a good 30 paces or thereabouts.
Oh, okay. Tell me about Lecter.
Lector Naril is one of the most respected clockwork apostles currently operating within Lord Set's great experiment. Every novice wants to become his apprentice,
Oh boy.
and every sentient in the Brass Fortress hopes to partake of his bountiful harvest.
Oh, okay, okay. So, how did he come to, lead the efforts here?
That's a long and complicated tale.
Is it?
The short form is that he was one of Sotha Seal's most trusted warrior scholars. When our great master abandoned the wellspring for other endeavors, Naril stepped in to fill the gap. He's been here ever since.
Oh boy. Hey, what's this? Alabaster honey rum. No, we already know it, but it's cool though. Let me see. I have roughly 2 hours left, so I can use one of these. Let me go to my consumables, crown item. Okay, so we have these two. And I'll go with this one. 100% XP for an hour. Oh, I already have one active. That's right, for 3 more minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna go, I guess, this way.
I'm very disappointed, Sherazar. Shirhari's plaque of safe passage has been rendered inoperable. Now, return to me immediately.
Now listen, so see, Sotha still manipulated the mathematics and applied the magic necessary to call forth a huge reservoir of water, which he placed within a chasm in the Clockwork City. He sealed the great pool beneath a thick layer of metallic soil with the intention of creating a lush oasis inside his mechanical wonder. He called it the Everwound Wellspring, and explained a little of his grand plan to his apostles, but the Clockwork God, easily distracted by the other challenges and countless mysteries, stepped away to deal with the other things and never returned. In time, his apostles moved on as well. All except for me. I believed in the Oasis project. I understood the vital need it fulfilled for the Clockwork City, so I began to work on the wellspring myself, eventually attracting apprentices of my own. Soon, this compound was up for the metallic dust, and our experiments took on a greater depth and significance. Our earliest successes revolved around mosses, molds, and fungi, living creatures that could thrive in a dark environment with nothing more than water and a bit of fertilizer to nourish them. Bolstered by our accomplishment, I set our sights on the most elusive prize. I turned our efforts to growing actual fruits, plants, and vegetables to supplement the diets of the Clockwork City's living inhabitants. Interesting.
That's the story of how the Everwound Wellspring was created. Lector Naril picked up where Sotha Seal left off.
Early experiments. Apprentice Gathel and Apprentice Oshawan shine as my best and most promising acolytes. Even Sotha Seal would be impressed with their accomplishments on behalf of the Wellspring. We've expanded our gardens from mushrooms and other fungi to include groves for fruit-bearing trees, fields for vegetable-yielding plants, and plots for flowers and other flora. To achieve the goals I set forth, we needed a powerful solution of alchemical nutrients that would provide the essential elements missing from the Clockwork City. After an extensive period of trial and error, I finally hit upon the perfect combination of alchemical compounds. With the help of our factotums, we created a series of pipes and holding tanks where we could treat the water and then use it to irrigate the groves and gardens. Our initial seeds sprouted perfectly, receiving vital nutrients from the alchemically treated water. On the verge of our biggest, most varied harvest to date, something unforeseen happened. No matter how much we cared for them, the trees and plants withered and died before they could blossom. It was a crushing day for the Everwild Wellspring.
The early experiments failed, even though Lector Naril perfected his alchemical solution. I wonder how they solved the problem.
Alright, let's see. We're going around this way. Now it's no simulated sunlight. It was Apprentice Gathol, my most favorite protege, who determined the terrible problem facing us, the Clockwork Sun. Gathol declared, "It has neither the warmth nor the life-giving properties of the sun that hangs in the sky above Nirn." Once Gathol pointed this out, it seemed so obvious. The Clockwork Sun provides light and gives us a consistent day and night cycle, but it does nothing to help the Wellspring's plants grow. We needed our own source of nourishing light. With that decided, Gathol and I set to work to invent a device that would replicate Nirn's sun. We had some success with a limited light source, but required us to utilize the factotums to constantly rotate the crops into and out of nourishing light. This allowed us to harvest a small number of plants and begin a tradition of an annual harvest and apprentice selection. But we needed both an illumination device and a power source capable of simulating actual sunlight. We were so close, yet the solution seemed so far away. Through trial and error, it took only a dozen or so iterations to perfect a suitable illumination device. When we hit upon a transparent tool alloy to serve as a conductor for the simulated sunlight, we were certain we were on the right track. However, no matter how promising the illumination device appeared to be, the plants continued to die. We needed more power, but nothing available in the Clockwork City seemed to offer a workable solution. It was a conundrum.
I never knew what went into making the wellspring work. I wonder how they finally got the simulated sunlight to nourish the plants.
Watch them be like, "We were sacrificing to Satan, bruh." No, I'm kidding. But it's probably gonna take some kind of dark ass turn. Here it goes. Success out of tragedy. Oh, here we go. Apprentice Gathol and I seem to have hit a wall in our efforts to create life-giving simulated sunlight. Our illumination devices work perfectly and have the capacity to shine a light that is up to 100 times brighter and stronger than what we can produce, and the power source is available for a simulated sunlight inductor. We need a stronger power source, or the Everwild Wellspring is doomed to fail. After countless hours of testing and experimentation, Gathol has come to one irrefutable conclusion. Our simulated sunlight inductor requires life to nourish light. We've had some promising results by draining small amounts of life energy from the, lots of life energy from the volunteers and using it to power the simulated sunlight illuminators. The clear, bright light this energy produces, though, makes our plants grow more quickly and more robustly than any other source we applied. The differences are nothing short of miraculous, but the borrowed life energy is fleeting and doesn't provide anywhere near the amount of power we need to operate all the luminaries necessary to nourish all of our gardens. We're so close, yet so far from a real and lasting solution. I returned to the workshop to find a disconcerting sight. Gathol had attached himself to the inductor while I was away in order to conduct an experiment I had expressly forbade him from performing. It was in his contention that we would extract even more life energy from the volunteers if we could determine the point at which the volunteer could still regenerate the borrowed life. If we could take that much and not a drop more, we might be able to power the illuminators. But if we took too much, a volunteer would die. Unfortunately, Gathol was too zealous in his application of the draining device. All of his life force fed the inductor, leaving nothing to provide power for his own body. My protege, was dead. Before grief could overwhelm me, however, I noticed an amazing thing. The inductor hummed with more energy than it had ever contained through the numerous trials and experiments. Gathol had solved the problem. The inductor required the entire life force of a subject to provide enough power to keep the wellspring aglow with a simulated sunlight for an entire season. That's when I promised that Gathel's sacrifice would not be in vain. I announced that the harvest distribution would continue as long as the apostles agreed to work with me, agreed to provide me with a new apprentice every year. Those apprentices would be fed to the inductor, and the simulated sunlight produced by the life force would give us bountiful harvests with which to feed the masses. It was a perfect solution, even if the cost of our knowledge turned out to be so expensive. I knew it! Always some shady shit.
Simulated sunlight is the life force of the missing apprentices? That's horrible. We need to see what's inside Naril's private workshop. That machine, is that the inductor? The apprentices, it sucked the life out of them.
Yep, pretty much.
This is the Lector's simulated sunlight inductor. And just as we read in his notes, he's using the life force of the most recent apprentices to power the device. Sotha Seal would never approve of this. Never in a million clicks of the Great Gear.
It's too late to help the apprentices, but we should get the hell out of here.
No. If we leave, Lector Narul will just use Shirhari or one of the others. We have to do something. We have to stop this madness. People shouldn't be turned into plant food. At least not while they're still healthy and vibrant. It's not natural.
I'll put an end to it.
So now you know the secret of the wellspring. You see your role in our grand plan. Time is short. The life force of the previous apprentices is nearly depleted.
I'm going in chat. We're gonna end this shit today. Whoops, I wasted a potion. I'm getting all the goods because I'm not going to come back through here, I don't think. They're letting me also loot this place openly, which means that it's probably going to be the end of this.
Why do you resist? Your life force can feed thousands. You lash out because you fail to grasp the importance of what I do.
I'm going to beat his ass and get my fire back up. He ate it. I'll take that. Anything good up here? Bookshelf. 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 Shit, shouldn't have got that. I wanted to get the crate. Bookshelf. Crate. 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 Barrel. Sometimes opening these weird barrels and crates makes my camera flip forward. It only does it on these particular ones, I've noticed. Meal. No, I'm good. There's nothing that tastes good in this place. Think we did it? Let's go talk to Sherazar. Let's rock.
There's nothing to be done for these poor apprentices. The inductor has drained every drop of life from their bodies. But what of Lector Naril? He cloaks his evil in good intentions.
I dealt with him. But what do we do about this machine?
The Lector lied. He tricked the apprentices and killed them. But the machine does allow the plants to grow and provides food for the Clockwork City. I wonder, What if someone willingly sacrificed themselves to feed the people?
I don't know, man. The cost of the inductor is too great. We should shut it down.
You're right. The sacrifice is too great. Lector Narl turned Sotha Seal's dream into a nightmare. I'll work with the remaining apprentices. Together, we'll find another way for the Everwound Wellspring to help the Clockwork City.
Alright.
How horrible. Those apostles, all dead?
Not just dead, drained of life to create the simulated sunlight.
Still, it's an amazing device. Lector Narl's a true genius.
A genius? Look at this. Gnarl's insane.
Narl's dead, and this work is an affront to Lord Set and everything he's taught us.
I won't argue that point, but you can't deny that Narl accomplished what the Clockwork Mage never quite got around to doing.
Well, we know which one would
This one
give
rejects
themselves.
that path. A life is worth more than a harvest. More than 100 harvests.
This isn't our decision to make. We should go before the council.
No, there's no decision to make. I'm shutting this horrid contraption down right now.
But the flood! Simulated sunlight.
We're the apprentices of the Everwound Wellspring. We'll figure out a way to save the plants.
You really think so? This one hopes that we are up to such a task.
We're Clockwork Apostles. Of course we can do this. Now, let's get to work.
I'm watching that one. She's not happy. She's like, whenever they get alone, I'm going to execute them and use them to power my plans. I can see it now. Shady biatch. Oh, I got another thing. There we go. Alright, so what we're doing next is getting out of here. Talk to Lector. Triple. The Viewing Garden Festival. Oh, that was scary. And that's the way we need to go to get out of here. Although technically we have this whole thing to look at. Can we get entrance here? No. Okay. I mean, that's cool. That would have been a whole other thing. That's really neat, though. Entry hall. And there we go. There's a camp. I think I've seen it. That's somewhere out here. And there's also an eye area, which is somewhere out here. So we're about to go see the rest of the map, basically. Now I'm going to take the quick way out. Glistening metal plate lies in the middle of the road. You can make out the engraving CCHW-04. Some of us have dropped it while walking along this road. Another engraving reads, "If lost, please return to Clockwork Register." There may be a plaque ahead. Maybe, perhaps I'll earn a reward if I return them all. Huh, okay. Damn, they're like beating my ass. Alright. Engraved plate with an odd design. Whatever is written out is impossible to decipher. Now we need to find the second one. It's out this way. Alright, and first one. Alright, now we need to go to the Clockwork Register with it, which is... in town. Okay. So I need to go to the right for now, though, and go north before I go that way. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh hell. I missed the bridge. Belisar's 8 laboratory? Alright, I don't want to ruin too much there, because we've gotten ahead of I think where we're going to end up, you know? We've discovered some in-game stuff, I think. But for those wondering, this is one of Belisar's old labs before he left Clockwork City. Breton kitchen table. Nice, nice. Not bad, not bad. Then we gotta make our way to that little campfire thing. This one gives innate axiom as the enchantment for the crafting thing or whatever. One thing's for certain, to town we go. All stops are inside the Clockwork City. This has been pretty exciting so far. I really like this zone. Like, I really, really do. It makes me sad that, like, it uses a lot of CPU to run it, but, I mean, looking at everything going on in the background and moving around and all the light and everything, it's cool. Let's see. I need to talk to Lecter. The other Lecter. This is a Tripura. Oh, it was below after all. Okay. Oh, we're in the fundament. That's where we're going, eh?
I hold in my head a globe, an intricate network of loops, gears, and strings, all interwoven in a delicate pattern which focuses the strength of all without tearing at the seams. Where do you fit in this pattern?
It's actually someone wishes for you to evaluate him.
Has my wayward pupil found something of worth?
Yeah.
Zenon is an errant bearing in the system. He acts much but contributes nothing, trapped upon the pendulum. I do not wish for my meditation to be interrupted by frivolity.
He's reconstructed an ancient factotum.
Truly.
Yeah.
Replicating the divine is no trivial claim. To reproduce the work of the mainspring Everwound takes more than mere skill or knowledge. To create a factotum where brass and soul have merged to one? Inconceivable.
Come see.
Your confidence intrigues me. Very well. After all, the sermons tell us that knowledge is hidden only to be found, even the mysteries of the factotums.
This is true.
Meet me in Zenon's workshop. Let us see if he will disappoint me once again.
Alright, let's see where the spookiness is going here. So at this point we need to like go out north, I think? Might as well. Come on. I got an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm like hauling ass at this point. This is the conclusion of the major quest, involving the,
Can you fix it? Well, I wouldn't say it's broke. It's performing as originally functioned. I don't need a guard factory.
So we had to assemble this robot with all the parts yesterday, and this is the conclusion of it.
I'll apologize to Kirith.
Wait.
But you...
What happened?
Were you successful in your endeavor? I know Lector Travura isn't always the easiest apostle to convince.
Yeah, she should arrive soon.
Oh, what a relief. Not that she would refuse, of course. Now, for all that you've done, I feel it only proper that you should take ownership of the precursor. I've learned all I can from it, and I'm sure you'll find it useful for something.
Furnishing services training dummies. Back in order and ready to serve. Though it might not be the toughest target around, this eager to please factotum should at least hold up for another few thousand years. Nice. Nice.
Lector Trevura, thank you for coming. It's been too long.
Perhaps. This auxiliary tells me you've reconstructed a factotum.
Yes, right here. It's almost emerged from liminality.
Fascinating. How did you manage to refactor the subjectivity lacework? Did you construct a locus amenus to stabilize it?
The factotum has a record of all the operations I made. I'm afraid I was in something of a trance. Possibly divine inspiration.
Possibly.
The reconditioning is complete. May I present my finest work, the Precursor.
What a relief to be in one piece again. And you fixed my nagging elbow joint. Bravo, Apostle. Bravo.
Oh, divine metronome, why do you test me so?
Why, an addition to our party. Forgive my rudeness, Apostle. You may call me the Precursor.
I know what you are. Pendulate. The holy text calls you the oscillating sun.
I'm afraid the texts are a tad inaccurate then. Sotha Seal did not create me with a gender in mind.
Silence, blasphemer. They speak of a fractured creation of Lord Set, discarded in First Era, left with the knowledge to rebuild itself only to test his pupils.
Fractured? Discarded? I'm just a tad old is all. I'm sure this is just a mistake.
Your only purpose is to convince unworthy apostles to rebuild you. Any child could complete such a task.
But Lector, it's not as simple as you say. I learned much from working on this factotum. My research has been advanced tenfold.
If you developed the skill of contemplation instead of mere tinkering, perhaps you would know better, Zenon. Speak to me when you've done so, and dismantle that thing.
Excuse me? Dismantle?
Lector,
Why,
please
I
don't
never...
go. I still don't understand what you want from me.
But Apostle, what of me?
You can go jump in a recycling furnace for all I care.
How rude. I've never seen such a farce. What has happened to this state in intellectual curiosity in Clockwork City? I'm simply beside myself.
Aw. Well, now he gets to hang out with me. He becomes the furnishing for my house. He can literally just sit in my house all day. Also, I think I can take everything in here now. If there was ever a chance, anything I wanted to loot. Of course, I did it during the cutscene, so. Anything good? Was it worth me wasting that potion? I hope so. Alright, so.
I've never seen such a farce.
This is what the machine thing looked like. Alright, let's get out of here. That was super cool though. We got ourselves a quote-unquote factotum. Or, sorry, precursor. Alright. Now I gotta find a place to take it. Because I don't have an actual house. I mean, I have an inn, but y'all see. I'll do it last thing before I log out if I remember. We still have about an hour though.
Alright, you pile of bolts. Let's run through it one more time.
So now we need to go see Vera.
Solving God take me
Hall of Refined Techniques. The awesome place.
There you are. I was worried sick about you.
Mm-hmm.
Did everything go all right? You didn't run into any trouble, did you? Raynor requires constant supervision, especially around ruins and other ancient places. He's extremely smart, but he has few practical skills and he's easily distracted.
I think your brother has something to say.
He does he? Well, I have a few words for Raynor as well. We're partners, and partners don't abandon each other when the going gets rough. Anyway, thanks for making sure he got back here safe and sound. I appreciate it.
Kirith,
Here it goes.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have stormed off like that. I blame all this metal. I think I'm getting a rash.
I'm sorry too. I said some things that were uncalled for, unfair. That Naramo just makes my skin crawl, you know?
It's the way he talks. Humongous words and a superior attitude.
Sounds like someone else I know. Now, come on and tell me what you've discovered.
Yay, they resolved their issues. This is so cool seeing Dwemer's shit actually get used correctly. What you now? I'm going to go choose a poem, it looks like. Oh wait, no, the register's request. Then I need to get information on poems as well. Reminds me to check my bow skills again. Anything new? Nope, nothing new. Okay, stuff to leave. Yeah. And
By the word of Set, I am bound.
Aye.
Greetings, resident. All documents pertaining to your citizenship have been pressed and archived. Thank you for your interest. Go forth and create.
I found these sequence plaques abandoned on the road.
Reflecting. Information found. Sequence plaques CCHW-04, CCHW-03, CCHW-02, CCHW-01. Last archived 342 cycles ago. Archive is incomplete. These sequence plaques have no copies in the archive. Please return them.
What information do they contain?
Information restricted due to current citizen status. Please contact a local Clockwork Apostle representative for more information.
Alright, is there at least a reward for returning them?
The Brass Fortress thanks you for your cooperation in this matter. All citizens are entitled to a reward for this service. Go forth and create, citizen. By the word of Set, I am bound.
Let me see here. What do we get? Belt of Unfathomable Darkness. Okay, not bad, not bad. Ooh. Definitely not too bad. Let's see here. What are we doing now, though? We gotta go do the poem thing, right? Probably gonna botch the hell out of this. Ooh, that looks sad.
My feathers quiver with inspiration. Tell me, have you found a poem worthy of Lady Blightwing?
No. I'm so confused about what to do here. Oh, I need to go in here. Alright, now we clean this out. Let's talk to the people here. Ooh, go deeper.
By the word of Set, I am bound. Welcome to the Archivox, resident. How may I assist you?
Can you direct me to a good love poem?
Just a moment. Category not found. Your request, love poem, does not appear in our organizational schema. I regret that I was not able to help you today. Please report this deficiency to the archivist in residence.
Alright.
Dreaming. Discarded flowers. Empty cylinder.
Thank you for your patience. This unit has generated an original composition based on your inquiry. Love poem. Please claim your word form at spool 17.
Wait, you just wrote a poem?
Poem. A collection of thematically appropriate statements and metaphors arranged in stanzaic sequence, including title and required punctuation. Yes, this unit has composed a poem. I hope it meets your specifications. May Set bless your labors.
Let's see, your merits supply calculation, my heart pumps like a piston, my pelvic and north, the brackets oscillate whenever you make physical contact, also your painless symmetry pleases me.
You need something? I'm sort of in the middle of this theorem and... yep, lost it again. Damn. Well, you got my attention now. What do you want?
Sorry, I'm looking for a love poem. Any suggestions?
Love poem? By the gears, why do you want one of those? I don't stray far from the mathematics spools nowadays, but I used to love the Ballad of Breezeborough, the Battle Axe. Might not be the sweetest verse, but it'll get your blood pumping. Spool 6.
Alright, verse 6, I see, Brisbane's passion burned, a conflagration, forbidden desire, gripping cruel voice by the charred flesh of his enemies, death sang out its mournful dirge, and ripped the souls asunder. Brisbane Battle Axe, verse 6, remember that one, because that might be something they might be interested in.
Welcome to the Archivox, where all children of Sotha Seal may hear his divine word. What can I help you with?
Yeah, love poem.
A love poem?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where to begin? I have so many favorites. Perhaps the Song of the Axle. Or are you looking for something more conventional? Ode to Brass Lily might please you. It's over on spool 19.
A brass lily nods under gentle showers, its filigreed petals polished by nature's caress. So too do you blush under rain of kisses, your gentle sighs put its grace to shame. Oh, we still have one more to talk to, right? No, we don't. Okay. We'll do that. Because he's a knight, right? So we need to have the one about, you know, all the fighting and the craziness and all that shiznat. Ancient clay goblet. Why is it not actually ancient, chat? Could it be aliens? Okay. Let's see. Now we need to go here, then we go talk to the crow.
My feathers quiver with inspiration. Tell me, have you found a poem worthy of Lady Blightwing?
Yep, found some poems.
Well, which one should I use to woo my sharp-eyed love?
The Ballad of Briskworth Battle Axe seems fiery and passionate. Let me show the knife to you.
Yes, perfect. Let's do that one. I can't wait to express my feelings in the sweaty, fat-legged, wingless tradition. Follow me to the Machine District, Squire. You can finally meet my lady love. And the Duke, too, I guess.
Yeah, alright. I'll meet you at the Machine District.
Away to the castle of my lady love.
Something's gonna go bad here. I have this awkward unease about this.
Take a breath and report. What's the situation in there?
Grim, Proctor. Daedric beasts and shadow cultists control much of the district. And the crows, the sky's thick with them.
This way, Squire! Come! Come!
Varuni's auxiliary? What are you doing here?
Oh no.
First that bastard Devaith, and now the crows? Your taste in companions grows worse by the hour. Sorry, we're having a very bad day. You mean to enter the Machine District? Why?
This crow promised to take me to the key they stole from Gascon.
Normally, I'd say we should simply kill them all and take the key by force. But it seems these birds have a real talent for hiding things. Daedra and cultists tossed the district for hours, and from what we can tell, they didn't find anything.
Alright, all the more reason to follow the crow.
Fine. You can play their ridiculous game. For now. But I'm coming with you. I've lost enough citizens already. A word of advice. Don't let these Daedric pests push you around. We need to learn the nature of this key before it's too late.
Alright, stay close.
No, your metal woman is not allowed in Castle Blackfeather. I forbid it.
I don't want to go anywhere near your filthy castle vermin. Let's get this over with. Keep your sword arm wound tight. Daedra could still be lurking around here.
Here we go.
Crow Mother, help me.
My fair maiden of ruin, my heart swells to see you, like a dead cat's belly warmed by the sun. My passions burn with forbidden desire. Love, given cruel voice by the charred flesh of my enemies?
Charred flesh? Burning passions?
It's all true, my dearest love. I would feed you the flesh of 1,000 burned carcasses if you would only give me the chance.
Of course, Sir Knight. How could I refuse such honeyed words? I feel a swoon coming on.
She said yes! I owe you a debt, crow friend. Duke! Duke! May I present the featherless poet?
Nice.
Approach, poet. Let me get a measure of you.
Oh boy. We're doing the crows
crow
again.
friend. Yes, I remember you.
Yes.
The wingless bat killer of Crow's Wood. How could I forget my tallest, clankiest vassal? I thank you for what you did for our gallant knight of Marrow. Now, what boon do you seek from the Black Feather Court?
Hopefully another memento trinket toy. They were cool as shit last time. And I see the key you stole from the Clockwork Basilica, Your Grace.
The shiniest? The great prize?
Yeah.
Outrageous. What could you possibly offer us that rivals the luster of the magnificent Lockpoker? Speak quickly! Speak! My knights and I must prepare for our next battle with the Exarchs of Dross!
I can help you fight off the Exarchs.
You would take up the Black Feather banner? Tempting. The Exarchs use wingless allies to shoot down my vassals and scatter my treasures. But if we had a giant of our own... Very well. I accept! Go! Destroy the Exarchs, and the key is yours! Yours!
question though. Why'd you leave the crowswood?
We grew tired of it. Dreary spider caves, screechy bats, crumbling roosts. The court deserved a much grander domain. So here we are, and here we will stay.
I don't think the Clockwork Apostles are like that.
Clockwork Apostles? Clinking, featherless peasants. The Black Feather Court cannot be cowed by wolves or bats or hags. We will certainly not bow to frumpy metal wizards.
You're not wrong. These guys are like the embodiment of everything crows and ravens. But yeah, I managed to save them back in the day. It's complicated, but I got this really cool toy trinket where if I you know, kill like a bad guy, right? I can then send crows to feast on their corpse. It's absolutely epic. Let's see. Now we need to talk to them.
So, we're going to fight birds. If only my Riemann Dragoons could see me now, channeling the arcane to defeat poultry.
We just have to scare the other crows away. They don't give us the key.
You know, it's times like these that I really wish I had a sense of humor. But since I don't, I expect you to keep the details of this entire escapade to yourself.
Yeah, don't worry. We're in this together, you know.
You're really reaching.
I am.
Enough small talk. Let's kick the droppings off our boots and get on with it.
Alright. Shit.
Prepare to die, you featherless
Retreat!
scum!
Retreat!
Take one step closer. We dare you.
Why do you always dare them? Fly, fools!
Nice. Okay. Here we go.
Thick-legged filth. We'll...
All right.
Ha! Well struck, Squire. The Exarchs are in full retreat. Look how they claw like chicks and empty their bowels. The time has come for a counterattack. Prepare for your greatest challenge, crow friend, the Motionless Guardian.
You know what's been driving me nuts, but I know what this guy sounds like now. He kind of reminds me of a dude from GTA 5. I can't think of his name. The crazy dude. The Motionless Guardian.
Yes, yes! The flightless cultists summoned it to guard their treasures. The Guardian stands like a mountain of brass and fury. We cannot approach it, but as a featherless giant, you might be immune to its gaze.
Oh? Alright, I'll deal with this Motionless Guardian then.
Behold, Black Feathers! Our giant prepares to destroy the Guardian!
Shit's getting real now. Here we go. I'm going all in. There's a fishing area here.
Shh! There it is! The Motionless Guardian! Strike true, crow friend. Tremble, Guardian! Our giant approaches!
Their giant felled the Guardian! Fly, Exarchs, fly!
Victory! Victory for the court! Now let us take wing, Black Feathers! Back to the Duke!
Love it. Now we gotta go back to Black Feather Castle. No, wait, am I able to go up the... Oh, is there elevated platform access over there? Hold on. I think I'm doing this backwards. Ah, I see. We're gonna go this way. Okay.
Our champion returns!
It's like go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the lower level. And let's see here.
I'll wait for you here. I've chased enough birds for
Victory! We picked the bones clean and plundered the Exarch's hoard. A proud day for the Black Feather Court. Now, the Queen of Chaff sent an emissary requesting a parley. I have a plan to scare her off for good, but I need your help.
Wait a minute. You said if I defeated the Exarchs, you give me the key.
I know what I said, fledgling! We've not defeated the Exarchs yet. Even now, they clean their plumage and sharpen their beaks. Unless we break the will of their queen, they will always return. This will be your last task. I swear it. Swear!
Fine, but this is it. What's your plan?
A trick, a bluff, a great crow scheme. Meet me in a building called Incarnatorium. I will explain all.
Alright.
We're done, right? Where's the key?
We have one more task. We have to scare off the Exarch's queen.
I think I've been more than accommodating, but I am done taking orders from a talking bird. I'll remain here to guard the entrance, just in case more cultists or Daedra arrive. You just make this quick, all right?
Alright, I'll be back soon.
You'd better be, with the key and without an obnoxious flying escort, all right?
Alright. Here we go, chat. We're going in. I bet that's hot as hell. Where is this crow? So the crow magically just used the... Okay. Crow can use the elevator.
Queen of Chaff will arrive shortly. We must stun her with my magnificence. Are you ready?
I guess. How do you plan to accomplish this?
Look around. I picked this place for a reason. Pulley and pushy contraptions abound. When the city's wingless servants fiddle with him, the gears turn and pipes creak. I need to convince the Queen of Chaff that these machines serve me, and me alone.
So you want me to operate the controls in secret?
Yes, exactly. A performance. My legs, while svelte and regal, are not strong enough to push and pull these levers. I need you and your meaty hands. When the Exarch's queen witnesses my powers, she will take wing and never return.
Alright. Do you know what any of these things do?
Of course not! No more time to plan. The queen's entourage approaches. Hide yourself! Hide! Hide!
Fine. Where's the lever?
You came alone? Foolish. This may be easier than I thought. Show me the key or my murder will tear you apart.
You are the full Chaff Queen. I wield the power of the machines now.
You expect me to believe that? Give me the key or we'll peck you to ribbons.
Behold!
What? Steady, Exarchs. It's just a trick.
Waking machines awaken!
I will not be threatened. I am the Queen of Chaff.
Your doom is nigh. My machines will destroy you.
No! Impossible! Impossible!
Now, Queen of Chaff, you will die!
I yield. Such power. Exarchs to me. We leave this cursed place.
Ha! We did it for the list! Victory for the Duke! Victory for the Black for the Court! We may have a complication. My. This would be much easier if you had feathers.
You're taking me to the key right now, right?
I have. Kind of. I hid the great prize nearby. But in your zeal to impress me, you threw the wrong switch. Now the door leading to the shiniest is blocked. Blocked! I can fly through, but you will need to take the long way round.
Alright, which way?
North! I will dispatch my proud Knight of Marrow to accompany you. Good luck.
I see.
Follow me, crow friend. The shiniest treasure awaits.
Like I can't tell if it's like it's almost like Justin Roiland, but not, and it's almost like dude from GTA 5. I can't quite pin the accent, but it's definitely similar.
Look at all these clicky clanky lizard monsters. Good thing they're caged, right?
Indeed. I'm glad I was invisible right there. That would have been a fight.
The skeleton key at last.
No way.
My leash. Have at thee.
Night, no! Pull the switch! Take that! Get him, Peddler!
sucks though. That was our homie, the crow, the Knight of Marrows. That's a shame. Let's go talk to the Duke of Crows. That's unfortunate.
Our victory over the Exarchs came at great cost. Quill and Claw, our lost knight, was a true hero. We will not forgive, and we will not forget. I do not know which lock the Shadow plans to poke with the key he stole, but we will help you stop him.
You help us find the Shadow of Silpsil and the Skeleton Key?
Yes! You are as much a member of this court as any crow. Our swift wings and keen eyes are at your disposal. Find the Shadow of Sotha Seal, claim the key he stole, and avenge my Knight of Marrow!
You look haggard. What happened in there?
The Shadow of Silpsil attacked, took the key, Skeleton Key.
The Skeleton Key?
Yeah.
Nocturnal's key?
Uh-huh.
Damn it. I always suspected, but hoped it wasn't true.
Same.
That key is a trans-dimensional artifact of unimaginable power. We have to get it back.
What's our next step? Oh?
The Omnivox alarm. Slag it. Someone's breaching the Cognitum Centralis. I have to get back to the Basilica. Meet me there.
Oh, it's doing that sound almost like Westworld. It's really creepy. Like the later seasons of Westworld.
Capable combatants needed for hazardous work.
Let's see your chat.
What part of sealed don't you understand? The Shadow put a hex on the lift. Perhaps if we had the key you managed to lose?
Here we go again. I told you before, Lord Set would never allow the Skeleton Key to enter the city. There must be another explanation.
Well, by all means, explain it to me. Just be sure to use small words. I wouldn't want you to strain yourself.
Okay, let's see what they say.
By the gears, this Devaith fear is just insufferable. Honestly, how do you put up with it?
It's not easy. What's going on here?
Just arguing for the most part. Lord Fear has a difficult time with constructive criticism.
Oh?
The Shadow locked us out of the Cognitum Centralis. Instead of exploring sensible, mechanical alternatives, Fear's been firing off destructive spells.
And they haven't worked.
Of course not. And what's worse, he's spitting out all kinds of blasphemous conspiracy theories. That kind of talk doesn't serve anyone. Something about the Skeleton Key? I told him, Daedric artifacts can't enter the city.
You know, he's actually correct. The Shadow took the Skeleton Key right out from under me.
It did? That doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Daedric artifacts are profane illusions. Sotha Seal would never let something like that into the city.
You might need to rethink some of those notions, Bruni. It's a thing.
I just need to think. Go. Talk to Luciana. I think she might have a plan.
Alright.
You arrived just in time. I don't know how much more of Devaith and Varuni's bickering I could take.
No shit. What's happening now?
It's as I feared. The shadow breached the Cognitum Centralis,
What?
Lord Set's seat of power. If it reaches the core, if it removes Lord Set from the throne aligned, we can't let that happen. You should steel yourself for the battles ahead.
Alright.
We arrived too late. As soon as the shadow of Sotha Seal claimed the skeleton key, it slithered into the fundament and sealed all the doors leading to the Cognitum Centralis. Fear and Varuni tried to break the seal. You can see how that turned out.
Are there any alternate routes into the Cognitum Centralis?
None. Lord Set designed the Cognitum to be virtually impenetrable.
Well, I mean...
Even so, these whispering shadow cultists move through the city unhindered. I don't know how. Perhaps if we discover how they navigate the city, we can use that against them.
The shadow of Sotha Seal used a pool of darkness to escape the Incarnatorium.
I crossed staves with an Argonian mage once. He could leap through shadows, crossing long distances in seconds. Maybe that's the answer? Shadow portals of some kind? We need more information, inside perspective.
How do we go about doing that?
We have that bastard Gascon jailed in the East Wing. He spent most of his time sulking, but he might speak to you. You did spare his life, after all. Ask him about this shadowy pool you described. If there are others like it, we need to know.
You have a prison in the Basilica?
Of sorts. Our legal system is pretty rudimentary, mostly because we use it so rarely. Infractions result in exile most of the time. But this business with Gascon and Clavicus Vile is a good deal more serious than research sabotage or plagiarism.
True. You exile people for plagiarism, though?
Not always. Sometimes we mind lock them in one of our rumination chambers.
Jesus.
I suspect that's what awaits our former chancellor. If we make it through this alive, of course.
Mind lock?
Cognitive prison. We induce a coma and set the brain on a recursive loop, trapping the condemned in an inescapable mental space. As far as I know, we've only done it 12 times.
That seems pretty extreme.
Better than a summary execution. Remember, I grew up in the Riemann military. Brain jail sounds pretty lenient to me.
I mean, that's true, that's true. What can you tell me about the skeleton key?
Only what I read in the Imperial histories as a student. Our libraries don't carry any literature on Daedra or their relics.
I bet.
I argued against the ban, but the Congress wouldn't budge.
You banned.
They don't understand how dangerous these
Get
creatures
banned.
can be.
Alright, well, what do you know?
Daedric princes litter the world with profane relics, artifacts meant to corrupt or ensorcel the greedy and weak-minded. Hermaeus Mora offers a book. Periite grants a shield. Nocturnal is more generous. She provides a mask, a bow, and a key.
Skeleton key.
Exactly. Scholars say the key can open any lock, regardless of its complexity. Some say it can unlock gates to other worlds, or even open metaphorical doors. I don't need to tell you how dangerous that power could be.
So the shadow of Sotha Seal seeks to unlock the center of the Clockwork City.
I think it may go even deeper than that. Lord Set modified himself extensively over the centuries. I think the shadow may try to unlock Sotha Seal himself.
Oh, shit. Okay. What is this place exactly?
The heart of the Clockwork City, Lord Set's seat of power. He spends his periods of seclusion there, sculpting the future, as the saying goes. Very few mortals have ever stepped foot inside.
Have you ever seen it?
Once, and only for a moment. Truthfully, I didn't enter with a pious heart. A story for another time. All I can tell you is the Cognitum exists at the center of, well, everything. It's the axle that spins the wheel. You'll see, soon enough.
Are you sure he's even in there?
He has to be. If he were on Artaeum, the city would be locked in slumbering mode. Less light, slower manufacturing, reductions in factotum services. But everything hums and cranks as it should. He is definitely here, and his shadow knows it.
We're inside Sotha Seal's computer. Alright, let's go check out this new emote. /be gone. Nice. Hey. It's so epic. Slash big god. I dig it. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna get a couple of things sold off here. We're not gonna be able to do too much more today, so I'm gonna basically take a look at other stuff to make sure there's nothing I missed out. Let's see, anything worth taking here? Oh, you know what? I should talk about what's coming up today. So you see, later today, right? I'm gonna be doing, what's it called? The Left 4 Dead 1 game. Well, okay, technically. So here's what's going on. So Left 4 Dead 2 contains Left 4 Dead 1 inside of it, right? So you only need to buy Left 4 Dead 2. Don't get hoodwinked by the Steam sale to buy them all and all that shiz that. You can just get Left 4 Dead 2 and it comes with the Left 4 Dead 1 maps. Alright. Don't know if they still do it that way because it's been so long since I bought mine, but you get the idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be playing that, and we're gonna be playing different modes and methods. We're gonna be playing advanced, and we're gonna be playing tank mode, and we play maybe some special delivery or something. You know, see what's up, right? And chat is welcome to join in on the game as well. I won't be able to communicate from inside the game with people because I'm basically hiding my chat box from the screen during the stream, as well as having the spray tags turned off and voice chat in-game turned off, so that way I don't get, you know, a takedown or something. But anyway, with that being said, gonna have a bunch of mods installed. It's gonna be a fun time, and I look forward to it. It's gonna be between 4 and 8, so in about an hour. So look forward to that. But outside of that, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, the Chancellor has a thing, it looks like. Fun. I'll probably park us here for the day. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Park us here for the day. Alright, give me just a second here.
Well, until next time.
I hate that F3 when the game's going, it does the thing. But anyway, my friends, so here's the idea. Doing that, but okay, so after Clockwork City gets done, you know, there is other content to run. Like, I think Somerset comes up, quote unquote, next, right? But the problem with this is we're not going to be doing Somerset, quote unquote, next. I'm going to be doing Craglorn next. Why? Because Craglorn, they sent me to Craglorn and it was kind of a pain in the ass that I didn't have it done already. So we're going to go do this story in Craglorn after Clockwork City finishes and stuff like that. But, yeah, as far as things are going, you know, for the stream later today, basically, I'm gonna take a break and then come back in about 45 minutes to an hour or so, you know, around 4 o'clock. And it'll be me and some others, and yeah, it'll be fun. I look forward to playing it, so. But I'm gonna go get some lunch, my friends, and I'll see y'all afterwards for some Left 4 Dead 2, but then we'll be playing Left 4 Dead 1 maps, though. Because the next week I'm hoping to do a thing where we play Left 4 Dead 2 maps. But with that, my friends, I will catch y'all in about an hour, and yeah, look for it. Later! Bye!
Fortune favors.